All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. In this lesson, I want to touch on two things. I want to touch on keeping a man's payback and usury, which goes into interest, right? And you see these are two big things that E does in the society, which is against the Holy Scriptures. This is why we say, see, this man, right, as he have taken the Holy Scriptures into himself, he doesn't follow the Holy Scriptures. Okay, matter of fact, let me get this first. I'll start off with this first. The book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 16, it says, "But unto the wicked the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee?" And this is what he does. All right. Now, let's go into this. I pulled this up, the Bible verses about wages, and I'm going to get the ones that's, fit for the topic. All right. So let's let's start at Leviticus. James 5 is a good one too, But I'll start at Leviticus chapter 19, verse 13. It says, "Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning." Meaning, when that day's work is done, that's when that man is supposed to get paid, right? This system that E got set up where you get paid every week, right? Or you get paid bi-weekly, which is every 2 weeks. You got some individuals that get paid once a month. Bro, that's wicked, right? You don't know what that individual may need, okay, to sustain themselves. You may not know what they need. So keeping their money back is holding them up for things that, like I said, they might need at that moment, right? And then all you do is, you hold our money longer so you can tax it. That's wicked. Now we can go to the book of, Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 14. It says, "Thou shalt not oppress an hired servant that is poor and needy, whether he be of thy brethren or of thy strangers that are in the land within thy gates. At his day thou shalt give him his hire, neither shall the sun go down upon it, for he is poor, and set of his heart upon it, lest he cry against thee unto Yahweh, and it be a sin unto thee." Here is another scripture backing up Leviticus the 19th chapter that I read. You're not supposed to keep someone's daily wages. You're supposed to get paid by the day when you're done, doing, your work. Okay, but it don't work like that in E's system. See, we tell you all the time that he does not follow the Holy Scriptures. He don't abide by the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Esau is a fraud, right? He's a deceiver. He acts like he's this, this holy person, this helpful person, but he don't apply the Holy Scriptures. See if there's another one. Nope. Let's go to now let's jump to James chapter 5, verse 4. It says, "Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth." You see? So fraud and deceit is not a good thing in the sight of the eyes of the Lord. And E, this is what you have been doing the whole time, right? To the people of the Lord. Okay? Or for a long time, not the whole time, a long time. Because before, remember, you was getting free labor from us when you had us in captivity. See, this is how you built this so great empire, a wicked kingdom that you got established on the planet Earth. It's by what? Free slave labor. Just going on more, dealing with being paid by the day. Let's go to the example in the scriptures. The book of Matthew, chapter 2. It says, now when Yahushua was born, is this what I want? Slakia, no, not Matthew 2. Matthew 20, chapter 20. The book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 1, it says, for the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. Okay? So that was their daily wage. For a penny a day. You think he was going to keep it back from them by the end of at the end of the day when they was done doing the day's worth of work? No. They was going to get that penny. You see? Now that's just really the point that I wanted to get, just to show you of, they agreed for a daily wage, a daily payment. And that's how it really should be. But instead in this society, you scrambling around, trying to get coins from here, trying to get coins from there, because you might need something at that particular moment, but you gotta wait, a week and a half. You gotta wait 3 more days. But you need it. You need what you need now. Whatever it may be. It ain't like you can go to your job and 9 times out of 10 to say, hey boss, can I get a pay advancement? He ain't doing that shit, man. That rarely happens. I mean, I heard of situations like that, but these are rare cases. You get in a situation and you can go to your boss, your supervisor, and ask for you can't even ask for an increase. I ain't even gonna say that, but ask for an advance payment before you get your check, and you'll offer to pay it back. They ain't doing that, and you could have been with that company for 40 years. They don't give a damn. All right, so that's the first topic I wanted to address, right? Being paid by the day, or you're supposed to be paid by the day, being paid weekly and bi-weekly. That's wicked, according to the scriptures. Now let's deal with usury. Okay? And if you don't know what usury is, I'll pull it up. Let's go to the online etymology. Hands is freezing. Usury. Why I always get this wrong trying to spell this? Oh, that's why I'm tripping. All right, usury. Usury is practice of lending money at interest. Practice of lending money at interest. Later at excessive rates of interest. See? Oh my goodness. It says payment for the use of money, interest, literally a usage. That's pretty much the point. All right. Same thing going on with usurer. One who lends money at interest, but later, especially one who lends money at an exorbitant rate of interest. Right. So say if, an individual, you gave an individual $100, right? Somebody's like, hey bro, let me borrow $100. He like, all right, I'll give you $100, but a week from now, I want $200 from you off of my 100. So now that person wants you to pay $100 on top of the $100 that you borrowed from them. That's wicked. You're not supposed to do that. And everything has interest rates in the East society. And Jake's interest rates, oh my goodness, out the roof. Don't have bad credit. Don't have bad credit. Right? That makes things even worse in your life. And that's why we tell brothers, like, as we're still in this society, we use the world without abusing it. Hey, brothers, Get your credit together, man. You know, because everything is based off credit now. You know? No one wants to take a financial risk. When you got bad credit, that's how they look at you, that you're a financial risk. They're asking you about credit, you know, for vehicles. They're asking you about credit for loans. They're asking you about credit for housing, in the housing market now. You know, it ain't like 10 years ago. They ain't really used to be like that for the housing market. And in the car market, all like that. But now it's like that. Landlords are saying, you know, owners of properties, they like, nah, what's your credit score? Let me see your credit score. Let me see if you reliable. Let me see if you're responsible. And if you can't show them that, you can't move into that property. And now if you do happen to find somewhere, like, let's just say if you go to a dealership or a car lot and you got bad credit, oh, you know, they give you a car. You're going to pay 4 or 5 times the amount, though, for that car, with the interest on top of that. So it's just best to try to, you know, get your credit up in the society, just to make it make things a little easier on you when you're moving around in this wicked ass kingdom. Right? So let's go to usury. It says, Exodus chapter 22, verse 25. It says, if thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury. So tacking or adding on interest, like I explained it, that's wicked. You're not supposed to do that. And the scriptures talk about there's a law on everything that you see that's being broken today. The scriptures will fix all of this. If the laws of the scriptures was implemented in the earth, none of this shit would be going on. A lot of this BS that we see that's taking place, it wouldn't even happen. Because that righteous standard, you know, will be in effect. But you know what? It's not that time for that. You know, the wicked is ruling. But his time is almost over. See, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. But I'll tell you this. In the kingdom, right? All of the law, statutes, and commandments is going to apply. Now, we as the Israelites, as, you know, the ways of the Lord is going to be written in our inward parts, you know, there's still going to be a law that's going to be implemented, okay, throughout the world to the heathen, you know, that look, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. You're going to follow this, you're going to follow that. You're going to follow the ways of the Lord, you know? And if you don't, you're going to get dealt with. All right? Let's go forth. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 19. Let me read this one. It says, let's go to the read more. It says, thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother, usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury. Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury, but unto thy brother thou shalt not lend upon usury. Right? We wasn't allowed to do that amongst each other, you know, as Israelites. It says that Yahweh thy power may bless thee in all that thou settest thy hand to go in the land whither thou goest to possess it. Leviticus chapter 25, verse 37. Let's start at 35. Hold on, let's start at 35. Leviticus chapter 25, verse 35, it says, and if thy brother be waxen poor and fallen in decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him. Yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee. All right, so we was always to help one another, you know, pull each other up. Now, today, you got that crab in a bucket mentality. Everyone is always trying to pull you down. And if you already down, Jake always try to find a way to keep you down, you know, or kick you back down, you know, when you're climbing up the ladder. Jake could kick the damn ladder, you know. You could be almost at the top. Jake could kick the ladder so you could fall back down and start over again. Because Jake, and I'm talking about the 2/3 at this point, Jake like to see other Jake down, you know. They never have this upliftment spirit. But see, we in the truth, We got to be, we got to think like this. We got to have this type of mindset when a brother is down. If we can help. We can help the best we can of what we can, because we all through at this point, But you know what I mean. In verse 36, it says, "Take thou no usury of him or increase, but fear thy power, that thy brother may live with thee. Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury, nor lend him thy victuals for increase." Yeah, you ain't supposed to make nothing on it. Oh, I'll give you, I give you, if I give you 2 lambs, I'm gonna need 4 from you next year. Like, no, man. Nah, you giving him 2 lambs so he can get on his, help him so he can get on his feet. See if he taking gifts shit, but I should take his increase. Let me see this. Let's see this. What's that? Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 12. It says, "In thee have they taken gifts to shed blood. Thou hast taken usury and increase, and thou hast greatly gained off thy neighbors by extortion, and hast forgot me, saith the Lord power." How did they forget the Lord power? Of them not obeying his way. He gave us the blueprint of what not to do. Don't do these things. Right? It was written in the law. Okay? But Jake always be trying to get over. Right? That's why it says, "And thou hast greedily gained off thy neighbors by extortion." Man. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 8, it says, "He that by usury and unjust gain increaseth his substance, he shall gather it for him that will pity. He shall gather it for him that will pity the poor." Usury and unjust gain increaseth his substance. Esau makes hella money in all these different industries by the way of interest. Why do you think you got places called like Rent-A-Center? I just had a conversation with a fellow brother, right? He bought a vehicle, was priced at a certain amount. Let's just throw a number out there. His car was priced at he bought his car priced at $24,000, right? I think he had the car for maybe a year. Now, mind you, once you drive a car off the lot, you get 0 miles, but a car depreciates soon as it leaves the lot. You can turn right around, you can do a U-turn, and you just bought the car for $24,000. You bring it back, they tell you, you can get 19 because it depreciates. The value of the vehicle depreciates, day by day, if I'm not mistaken. The longer you have it, the more it depreciates. So nevertheless, he wanted to go get a new vehicle, and they gave him a price. They didn't even tell him half of what he paid for. It was less than half what he paid for that vehicle. You see? So they do these different things in these different industries or markets so they can gain and get over. Now, if he was to, trade that vehicle in for less value, let's just say, less value, okay, less than half than what he paid for, you know what they're going to do with that vehicle? They're going to mark that thing right back up and sell it to him. Like I said, if he got it for 24, they're going to put it on the market back for 21. So they're going to gain like a $12,000 profit and like a $12,000 profit off of him selling it back or more, selling it back just off of him selling it back to them, and they selling it to a new owner, and they gonna repeat that cycle. That's how they get money. Let's see. We read that one. Oh my God. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 7. "The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender." Oh my goodness. Tell me this ain't the truth. Jake is dealing with these issues as we speak. We ain't even talk credit cards. People that's in credit card debt. You're a servant to the lender. Just if you fall behind, oh my goodness. says, what is this? Deuteronomy 15. Let's see what this one is. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 7, it says, if there be among you a poor man, one of thy brethren, with any of thy gates in the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thy heart, nor shut thy hand from thy poor brother. You know, we couldn't just turn a blind eye toward people like that. No, that was out. There was instances where it's I forget how the scripture goes, where we would basically we would leave you know, an amount, you know, for the poor to get. You know, we wouldn't just leave them out. You know, we would get what we needed and we would leave some for whoever couldn't afford, and then they would be able to get some and still be able to, you know, maintain themselves. Verse 8, it says, but thou shalt open thy hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need in that which he wanteth. You see? So there you go. So we took care of each other, you know, as a people. You know, there's ways that was set up for us to do things like this. But see, you don't see that happening now. And when we're going in, as things get a lot worse, as E is clamping things down, you are seeing more of a dog eat dog, you know, mindset with the people of the world, with the people around us. It could be friends, families, whoever. We are seeing that. All right? But I'm not going to touch on that in this lesson. I just wanted to bring out those 2 points dealing with usury and, you know, Bible you could pay is wicked according to the scriptures. Shalom.